Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to solve two questions from lines and angles which have been referred from Edexcel GCSE Higher Paper 1, which is a no calculator paper. So let us start with the first question now. The first question is referred from sample paper 2015. AE, DBG and CF are parallel. DA is equal to DB is equal to DC. Angle EAB is equal to angle BCF is equal to 38 degrees. Work out the size of the angle marked X. You must show your working. So here we have been given three parallel lines, AE, DBG and CF, and DA is given equal to DB and DC. We have to find out the angle X. So for this, let us consider these two parallel lines, that is AE and DBG. Now we have highlighted the two parallel lines AE and DBG, and we can see that the line AB is acting as a transversal line cutting these two parallel lines at point A and point B. So here we can say that angle EAB is equal to angle ABD, that is this angle, that is the alternating angles of the two parallel lines. So here we have written, since AE is parallel to DBG and AB acts as a transversal line, angle EAB will be equal to angle ABD, that is the alternating angles of the two parallel lines will be equal. And since the value of angle EAB was given to us as 38 degrees, angle ABD will be also equal to 38 degrees now. Now once we have got the value of angle ABD, let us focus on the small triangle ADB. Now we have reconsidered the figure over here for easy reference, and we have highlighted the triangle ADB. So consider the triangle ADB, and if we see this triangle, these two sides of the triangle are given to be equal, that is DA and DB. So this forms an isosceles triangle. So opposite angles of these two sides will be equal now. That is the angle opposite to the side DB is angle DAB, and the angle opposite to the side DA is angle ABD. So here we have written, since DA is equal to DB was given to us, the angle A will be equal to angle B in this triangle. Since triangle ADB is isosceles triangle, and since we have the value of angle B over here as 38, the value of angle DAB will be also equal to 38 degrees now. Now once we have got these two angles of the triangle, let us find out angle D in this triangle by using the angle sum property of the triangle. So here we have written, using the angle sum property of triangle, angle DAB plus angle ABD plus angle ADB is equal to 180. Now we have the value of angle A and B with us, that is 38 plus angle D is equal to 180. Now 38 plus 38 gives us 76 plus angle ADB is equal to 180. Now subtracting 76 from both the sides of the equal to sign, we get angle ADB as 180 minus 76, which gives us 104 degrees. So this is the value of the angle D over here. Now once we have got this angle, let us focus on the second pair of parallel lines, that is DBG and CF. Now here we can see that the lower part of this figure is exactly similar to the top part. That is, we have the angle 38 over here, and here the side DB will be equal to the side DC. So we do not have to solve it again. Whatever value of angle D we have got over here will be exactly same over here. That is, angle CDB will be also equal to 104 degrees. So here we have written, angle ADB is equal to angle CDB is equal to 104 degrees. Now once we have got the values of these two angles, let us focus on the point D. Angle at a given point will be equal to 360 degrees. So we have angle X plus angle ADB plus angle CDB is equal to 360 degrees. That is the angle at a given point. Now since we know the values of angle ADB and CDB, we have written X plus 104 plus 104 is equal to 360. Now the sum of these two angles gives us 208. Now subtracting 208 from both the sides of the equal to sign, we get X equal to 360 minus 208, and the difference of these two values gives us the value of X as 152 degrees. So this is the value of X in the given figure. Now let us move on to the second question. The second question is referred from November 2017 paper. ABCD is a parallelogram, EDC is a straight line, F is a point on AD, so that BFE is a straight line. Angle EFD is equal to 35 degrees and angle DCB is equal to 75 degrees. Show that angle ABF is equal to 70 degrees. Give a reason for each stage of your working. Now here we have been given a parallelogram ABCD. So we know that the opposite sides of a parallelogram will be equal. Now here the side of parallelogram CD is extended till it reaches E. So this means that the side CE is parallel to side AB now. Now here we have to show that angle ABF, that is this angle, is equal to 70 degrees. And for that, let us first try to find out this angle, that is angle EDF. And for this we are going to consider these two parallel lines, that is AD and BC. Now we have reconsidered this figure over here for easy reference. And we have highlighted the two parallel lines, that is AD and BC. Now here, the line CE acts as a transversal line which cuts the two parallel lines at point C and point D. So here we have written, since AD is parallel to BC and CDE acts as a transversal line, angle EDF, that is this angle, will be equal to angle ECB, that is this angle, because they form the corresponding angles of the two parallel lines, and we know that the corresponding angles will be equal. And since the value of angle ECB is given to us as 75 degrees, the angle EDF will be also equal to 75 degrees. Now once we have found this, let us focus on the triangle EFD. Now using the angle sum property of the triangle, let us try to find out the value of angle DEF, that is this angle. So here we have written, using angle sum property of triangle, angle EFD plus angle EDF plus angle DEF is equal to 180. Now we have the values of these two angles as 35 and 75. So 35 plus 75 plus angle DEF is equal to 180. Now 35 plus 75 gives us 110. Now let us subtract 110 from both the sides of the equal to sign. So we get angle DEF is equal to 180 minus 110, giving us angle DEF, or we can also say it as angle CEF, because ED was the extension of CD. So here we have written angle DEF is equal to 70 degrees is equal to angle CEF. Now once we have got this angle, let us consider these two parallel lines, that is AB and CE. Now we have reconsidered the figure over here for easy reference, and we have highlighted the parallel lines AB and CDE, and here the line BE is acting as a transversal line that cuts these two parallel lines at point B and point E. So we can say that the angle CEF will be equal to angle FBA because they form the alternating angles of the two parallel lines. And since we have found the value of angle CEF as 70 degrees, angle FBA also will be equal to 70 degrees. So here we have written angle FBA, or we can also write it as angle ABF equal to 70 degrees. So we have shown the value of this angle is 70. So this is our answer. I hope you have understood all the steps and liked the video. And if you found this video useful, then check out this playlist where you'll find more examples of this kind. And if you're liking my videos, like, share and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching.